Hey there, Pitching Love, Catching Faith family. Today I'm going to share with you a very exciting article that I wrote about a month and a half ago, to where I found out that I'm actually going to be graduating therapy. And this article is called Victim into Victory. And it says this: looking all the way back to when I first found out that I was mentally ill, I honestly highly wanted to clarify to myself that I was mentally retarded. After all, I was very mentally impaired. Therefore, at that moment, I highly considered mentally retardation and mentally ill to be in the same exact thing. I honestly thought that my life was coming to an end after I got diagnosed with more than a handful of mental illnesses. I did not know what the next minute would bring after I was diagnosed. In my eyes, I was scared to death that they were going to place me in a group home to live. How could I not be scared? My world was just shattered. I was highly ticked off. I felt as if I could not trust anyone anymore. I just wanted to be highly left alone at the moment. I thought that was the best idea ever. I tried my very best to hide the hurt and keep my feelings to myself. However, that led to one negative coping skill after another. I started self-harming on my wrist. Therefore, I knew that would be an easy cover-up. After all, all I would have to do is wear long sleeves in the summertime. As years went by, my self-harming to my wrist turned into another negative coping skill, which was self-injury. I had so much anger in me that I highly refused to let it out. I went from self-harming on my wrist to intentionally breaking my wrist at the max of once a month. Honestly, it is much easier to let your anger out in swear words than to come up with excuse after excuse to tell professionals and friends. I am telling you this from my experience, so you don't end up falling down the ladder mentally. I have relapsed too many times. The more and more you relapse, the harder it is to get back up. It took me more than 6 years of relapsing to figure that out. Now, 10 years later, not only have I been redeemed by the Heavenly Father in many ways, I have been broken and remolded by the Heavenly Father into an eagle that flies in the unlimited skies. I have turned my trauma into beauty. I have turned Satan into shame. The one thing I have learned since being diagnosed with mental illnesses is you never argue with the Heavenly Father. Therefore, He will always win. I have also learned that mentally retardation and mental illnesses are two separate conditions. Mental illnesses are now being called mental injuries. Mental injuries are as if you get a mental cut in your mind. Coping skills are used as medication to heal up the mental cut. People with mental injuries don't strive to be perfect. They strive to make it through the next hour. Lastly, people with mental injuries have an IQ score of 40 to 70. People that have been diagnosed as mentally retarded have an IQ score between 24 to 39. People that are mentally retarded don't strive to be perfect or don't strive for recovery. They strive to fit in and want someone to talk to them. Every step I take, Satan loses power. Every breath I breathe, Satan can't catch his. Every move I make, Satan is put to shame. Every time I praise the Heavenly Father, Satan loses his voice. Every time Satan touches the Heavenly Father's foundation, Satan gets out. Well, if you like that article, please give it a thumbs up. And please share this video with anybody that you know is really struggling mentally. Please hit the subscribe button also. Well, see you later, alligator.